Good morning. Good morning.
What's going on? What's going on?
Get your coffee. I didn't get any coffee this morning.
You want me to make you some coffee, babe?
No, baby, you're fine. Thank you. That's so sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. Coffee, tea, whatever, your bagel, your smoothie. Come join us. We're going to catch you up on what's going on in the DMV this week. And we've got another outing for you today. I'm so excited. We'll tell you about it in the show.
It's going to be awesome. It's like, oh, wow. What's going on, guys? It's Heath and Tracy here once again on this beautiful Saturday morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to Design Your Life with Heath and Tracy, where we meet here every Saturday morning at 11 AM EST to demystify your move to the DMV. And since Queen Tracy and I are such transparent people, you can also ask us anything.
You think so?
Yeah, you can ask us anything.
If you have a question, type it in the comments. We're here to answer your questions about moving to the DMV.
Yep,
What's
yep.
it like living here? Do you like living here? Right?
Yep. If you're thinking about moving to the DMV, we want to help.
We want to help you. We wish we had help. And today we're answering your questions around Rockville, Maryland. We were like, did we do Rockville? So we couldn't remember. We might have done it.
But we're going to talk about it again today. How about that?
It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And then there's a group in town that started on TikTok. I tell y'all how I love TikTok.
Tracy's a TikToker.
And it's called Let's Be Besties.
Let's Be Besties.
And we're going to tell you what else is going on in town this weekend. So much.
Is our audience rapidly becoming our besties?
They are our besties. I mean, you're my bestie. Right.
Right. But outside of the me and you bestie thing.
Yeah. Y'all are our besties. I'm telling you. We're going to tell you what else is going on this weekend. October is the best time of year to come to this area. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. There's so much to do.
Weather's dope.
And did y'all know we had wild zebras running around?
Not the wild zebras.
They haven't caught them yet.
You remember we got in that traffic jam back in the day in Atlanta?
Gosh.
Where the zebra was
our
loose
last
down
day. That'll be our story time. We'll tell the story then.
We can tell y'all the story. And hey, if you want a one-on-one private session with the Queen and I,
we like those.
You can absolutely do that, right? So the links are down in the comment section in the show notes. So just reach out to us if you want to talk about the DMV moving. You want to dive deep into some of the processes or things that you're thinking about. Maybe some of you are looking to
with a little bit more detail. We can definitely help you out there.
Absolutely.
And if we don't have the answer to the question, we can definitely direct you in the right way.
Absolutely. Some people might be looking to pivot into tech. Some people might want to talk a little relationship stuff. So whatever it is, Queen Tracy and I are willing to help. We also lived in North Carolina. Tracy's from South Florida. I'm from Atlanta. So we can speak on all those things. Up and down the East Coast.
And also check out our Facebook page, Heath and Tracy Know the DMV.
Yep.
For updates throughout the week. Whenever I see really cool articles or things that are talking about the area, I post them in the Facebook page. And it's called Heath and Tracy Know the DMV.
There's some really good data in there. Some cool data points, some really nice human interest stories and things that'll bring you some value, especially if you're looking to move into the DMV.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt. Design your life. What are we talking about in Design Your Life today?
Man, sometimes you need to make a change, but you just can't get your brain to get there.
Why?
Because change is hard, even when we know we need it. So that's what we're going to talk about
today. Not like that. I love to change.
The only thing in life that is constant is change.
And
if this is your first time here, my name is Heath.
And I'm Tracy.
Tracy and I are parents, podcasters, and joyfully married after 31 years.
Oh, my gosh, baby.
Yes, we also have 4 children. And we have
4 adult children, by the way.
4 adult children, grown folk that we have produced. What is it? They come through us, not from us. They come
through us, not from us.
Yes. But we have 4 of those people.
And we have to remind them of that daily. Look, that's you. This me right here, that's you.
Right. So 31 years of marriage, 4 children, corporate tech jobs.
We're actually guiding adults right now. Ooh, that's a whole nother show.
Is that a new soap opera?
Ooh, guiding adults.
I remember Guiding Light. Oh my gosh. Hey. So,
if you need help relocating, take a second and subscribe. When you subscribe, also hit the bell. That way when we go live, because we've been going live every Saturday, y'all, from a cool place in the DMV.
And we might start going live even more frequently.
Yeah, we're working on it. I got to get my equipment right.
Yeah.
But
on Saturday, you got to keep your device close.
You got to keep your device close because we go live from some cool areas around
popping
town.
up. We be popping up out there.
We're doing like a vlogging kind of thing. It's kind of cool. So we're popping up on your screen again later on today. So put the bell on. That way you'll get notified when we go live.
Hey, and if you're new here, let us know down in the comments that you are new to the show. Type new you down in the comment section so we can chop it up with you and make sure that we greet you after the show. We always want to do that.
We love to meet you.
Yeah, and we answer all of our comments and questions.
Yes, we answer them.
Yep, no doubt. So, welcome to Design Your Life with Heath and Tracy. Welcome back. What's up, Reality Doll? Always good to hear from you. Happy Saturday to you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Can I just take a minute and say we appreciate your compliments, guys. And when you edify us and uplift us, it's just so fulfilling. Yep. And that's why we are so positive, because we want to give that feeling back to you. We love that you take time out of your Saturday mornings while you're doing whatever, feeding the dog, walking the dog, clean up last night's wine glasses, whatever it is. We just really appreciate you joining us, having your morning coffee, your cereal, or your smoothie, and just finding out what's going on around here. Feel free to ask us anything. No, you do not have to just ask about Rockville, Maryland. No. We just want to talk about Rockville, Maryland, because we've had a few questions about it.
Hey, if you want an upbeat vibe in your Saturday morning, this is the place to be. So we appreciate y'all, and we're going to give you that energy right back. So,
and girl, the wild zebras, yes. Good morning, Charmaine.
Hey, what's up, Charmaine?
OGs. Hey, girl, what's going on?
OG to the Heath and Tracy show. We appreciate you, Charmaine. Good to see you. Happy Saturday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
These are from, and this is not a sponsor. I guess they should be.
Yep, they should be.
These are Peepers. I think Oprah has a sponsorship with them.
Does she? Okay.
Yeah, Peepers. I don't know the style, though. They've got some really cool brands. These are readers, guys. I don't need glasses.
Yep, I got our Peepers on too.
Yep, and Heath has on Peepers. I usually order 2 pair at a time. I think they're only like $25. So I did have a really expensive pair of Tom Fords, and they broke recently. Yeah. So I just ordered some Peepers online.
Shout out to Peepers. Let's put something together.
Okay. So the quick story about the zebras.
All right, so some of you may know that there's zebras running loose in.
No. Our story about zebras.
I'm gonna get to
I'm sorry.
Excuse
me, baby. I'm sorry.
Some of you may have heard about the zebras running loose in Prince George's County in the DMV. But Tracy and I have our own story connected to zebras. So when we were about to relocate from Atlanta, my hometown, to Cary, North Carolina, where we lived for 10 years, it was the last day in the office. Tracy and I were in Alpharetta. So we were on the north side of Atlanta, and we lived south of the airport in Atlanta.
Right.
So we were trying to leave work to get home, and it's always gridlock in Atlanta, but on this day, y'all, gridlock was straight parking lot. It was like we were not moving. We were on Georgia 400, literally not moving. And then when we did move, we were crawling.
It was like a crawl. You could get out and walk faster than we were moving.
We were crawling. This went on for like an hour.
It was crazy. So usually
we couldn't get to one. I thought you wanted me to tell the story.
I want to tell the story too.
But you said too. You asked me to tell the story.
Okay, can I interject while you're telling the story?
Okay, go ahead, interject.
Oh, no, not like that. Go ahead, baby. Y'all see this? I thought we were vibing this morning.
We're having a fantastic morning, baby.
I'm loving our morning.
Go ahead. Interject what you want to say.
So just to give you a little visual about it usually only took us about 10 minutes to get from Alpharetta to, like, say, Buckhead. And I think it took us 2 hours.
No, it was an hour.
Oh, an hour to get from Alpharetta to Buckhead. So we got to Buckhead. We just got off. We just said, this isn't going to work. And so we got off, we had dinner, and of course that was like everybody else's idea.
They're like, "Yeah, this is crazy."
So we all got off, we all went to dinner, and we sat there till like 9 o'clock. We got back on. It still took us 2 hours to get home. Our kids were like, "We thought you ran away."
And lo and behold, what was going on with the highways that day on Georgia 400, and which feeds into what they call the downtown connector in Atlanta, which is where Interstate 75 and Interstate 85 come together.
So a zebra. We need to tell them why there was traffic, baby.
I was getting to that.
It's taking too long.
That's how I tell stories.
The zebra ran away from
stories
the
that
circus.
take long.
It's too long. I have to tell the story next time. The zebra ran away from the circus, y'all.
How you gonna say my story too long?
Zebras want to be free.
Free the zebras.
Free the zebras.
So a zebra got loose on the downtown connector, and so they literally had to shut down the highway on both sides, going both directions. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So that's our zebra story.
Okay, so time for the flowers. Y'all we like to give you your flowers now. Heath got up this morning, went outside in the garden, and he got some flowers, y'all. Where are they, baby?
I got the flowers right here.
Get them. You gotta put them right here so they can see. Yeah. Ooh, those are pretty. I hold them.
Go ahead, baby. Put them on display right there. Flower game, right? We got some. We still have the roses. 2 or 3 dozen roses in there. We got red roses. We got pink roses. We got different species of roses.
I still don't know what these red things are.
You got the little red joints that's from like the top of the plants that look like banana plants.
And it looks like the lavender popped back out.
The lavender is strong out there. I mean, the aroma is serious in the garden.
Oh, I'm going to have to go sit in the garden this evening and have a glass of wine.
Uh-oh. My audio went out.
Did it unplug?
Yeah, it's back now.
Is it? All right. How y'all like those flowers?
So you got your flowers. Thank you, Charmaine. I appreciate you. Thank you ever so much. That's what they say in Atlanta. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Rockville, Maryland, y'all. I'm going to share my screen.
What y'all know about Rockville, Maryland?
Let's see how it works. Can y'all say that?
Rockville. Rockville's not very far from where we are, actually.
No, it isn't. It's one of the state's oldest cities. And it's about 15 miles north. So think about it like this. If you look at D.C., it's going to be 15 miles north.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it is it has high tech.
Yep.
And it has biomed firms. It has good shopping. It has really good neighborhoods.
True.
It's the 3rd largest incorporated city in the D.C. area, right?
Yep.
It's been around for a while, though, hasn't it? So the overall grade is going to be A+, guys.
Okay, A+.
For Rockville.
All right. Heath and Tracy dropping the gems. Rockville, right. Overall grade A+.
So you got your public, everything. Nightlife, I don't know where they get that from.
There must be some nightlife popping off in Rockville we're not aware of.
Okay, and so diversity, I agree with this. Diversity being an A+, I definitely agree with that.
It's super diverse in Rockville.
Let me show you where it is, though.
Yeah.
It is, let's see if it's going to come up.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
So Rockville is right off of 270. I'm gonna go ahead and hit full screen.
Okay, 270.
It's right off of 270. So you do have to go like outside of what we call the Beltway to get to Rockville.
Yeah.
But it's not bad because it's not too far up 270. Yeah. Right. You got that split where you go 495, 270. And it's pretty big though. It's pretty big. It's really nice out there too.
Beltway is the interstate that goes around DC. So for some of you that might be from Atlanta and have that paradigm of 285, they call it the perimeter there. In DC, they call it the Beltway. Right.
Yeah, Adam says Rockville, so much potential. This is so true. So it's in Montgomery County. Let's see, it's neighborhoods. There's like West End. It has older neighborhoods. It has newer neighborhoods too.
Yep.
It has a town square. And it does have a metro station, right?
Yep.
Let's go to the real estate. Let's see. Real estate. It's relatively close to DC, but it's still suburban, right? And like I said, 270 is right there. I think it has 2 metro stations, though. It has Twin Brook, it's called, and Rockville. So it's really easy to get to DC.
Yeah, that's nice.
It also has an Amtrak station. So this is so important in this area, guys.
Absolutely.
MARC is the like commuter train. It has that, and then it has actual Amtrak station. The housing market is super diverse. If you're searching for a historic home, then you want to check out West Montgomery Avenue and West Jefferson Avenue.
Come on, historic.
West Jefferson Street. And you can still find some older homes over there from the 18 and the 1900s. For newer stuff, look at something called the Preserve at Rock Creek.
Okay.
And there's a lot of condos and townhomes.
Right. We got historical. We got newer stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see
it.
if I can find out something else.
What else we got over here, baby?
This is just some pictures of
nice
what it looks like. It's really nice, and they combine the older with the new buildings. They got nice parks and everything, plenty of park space. They've got Cabin John Regional Park. It's 528 acres. It has trails. It has picnic areas. I think trails are important. I think trails are important so you can get out there and walk your dog. You don't always want to walk in your neighborhood.
Right.
So if you can drive close by somewhere, remember we're talking about designing your life. So you can drive close by somewhere, get some different scenery in. It's going to be really, really nice.
I love that. Super important, right? Especially sometimes you might have a smaller space, right? So maybe if you're living in a townhome or a condo, it's so fantastic to have these public spaces and these parkways and walkways where you can really get out and stretch your legs. So I love that.
Right. And it's just another picture of how Rockville looks.
Okay.
Right. It's very walkable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I like that.
And that's because it's close it has close in like town centers, right? And let's see what else they're saying about it.
It's an excellent transit, very walkable.
It has a lot of transit.
All of that is fantastic.
The average home price is $475.
$475. Okay, we can find some
And
things.
here's some listings.
Yeah.
You've got Grosvenor Place. That's been there a while. I've known about Grosvenor Place for a while. Little 1 bedroom, 1 bath, but 800 square feet for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath is good, guys. $255. Think about that. Note is going to put you right in there. And it's a beautiful high rise in a great area. You've got townhomes here for $430, a 2-3.
A 2-3. Okay.
What else you got? You've got $519 for something a little bit more private,
a little bit bigger town.
And the older home here you can see for $569. So it's not obtrusive. So then you got $825. You want to get up higher.
Big joint.
Yeah, for a bigger home. It's about
4-4. 3,500 square feet. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got some new apartments. As you can see, new townhomes are going to be more. And then if you're looking for like investment or you just want to do a little starter home here, you've got $199. Okay.
To 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
We can work with it.
Exactly.
We can work with it. So that's a great range, right? A great range of not only prices but configuration styles, all in this fantastic location. So lots of potential there.
Yeah, and then when you want to look for like some of the other stuff we talk about the cost of living. So the cost of living is going to be, let me scroll down here for you. Scrolling down the wrong place. There we go. So overall, it's still going to be higher than the rest of the country too. And then groceries, everything's going to be health is lower.
Healthcare
That's
cost
interesting.
Is lower,
That's interesting. Yeah, housing is going to be double than the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Maryland, it's going to be a little bit more than Maryland. Your median price though is really good for this area.
Right.
$593 is really good.
It's a median price.
Median price. Let's look at the school ratings. Sometimes we skim over that because we're not interested, but we understand that you all are. I'm sorry. It's just
what Tracy means to say, ladies and gentlemen, is that we spent
I'm proud.
the better
I'm not
part of
interested
half
in
of
the
our
school
lives.
ratings. I'm so sorry. I paid for that. I paid for that.
We spent the better part of half of our lives raising children,
and we're done.
And now that we are going into a different phase of life, we are just so pleased that we no longer have to be overly concerned about the school situations. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I like this one. This one shows you how much people are making. Guys, like we tell you over and over and over, when you are living in the D.C. area, you're it's going to be hard not to make over $50,000 unless you're like working for a nonprofit or something like that where they're not going to pay as much.
And as our oldest daughter Jasmine says, if you are taking a job in D.C. and they pay less than $50,000, don't take it.
Don't take it.
She's don't take it. Don't even take it. Don't even come here.
No, don't even come. No. Just move on. Move on to something better.
Yep.
Let's see. People stats. I like this one too.
Okay.
So with people stats, we're looking at. Did it switch? There we go. I got my Ethernet going today, y'all.
Okay, work your
Ethernet.
Ethernet.
Show y'all. So you've got 56% of the people that live there are married. 8.4 are divorced. 35% of people that live there have kids and are married.
Married with children.
And then if you're single, there's still some people there that have kids that are single.
They must be entrenched in that nightlife we saw.
You stop.
That 12% is strong out there in Rockville.
You stop. They got kids though.
No, I'm talking about the 12% that have children.
They have
single.
children, baby.
They might be partying
children.
with the kids on the hip.
No, they not doing
They
that.
leave the kids by
not
themselves.
Not in Rockville.
They leave.
This
playing
is where
games.
they get the diversity from. You stop
Okay.
with the jokes. This is where they get the diversity from. 50%
Okay.
are of the lighter persuasion.
Okay.
10.4% are black, y'all.
Okay.
This is a good spot. This is a
Okay.
good spot if you want to be in Montgomery County. 20% are
They can
Asian.
see it. Yeah, they can see it, baby.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And the good thing about it, well, some people might be doing something else. It's
I
okay.
understand.
It's okay. I can read it.
Read your list.
15.4% claim Hispanic ethnicity. What does that mean?
That means they're like, hey, I'm Hispanic.
Claim? Why they got the claim in?
Well, they're just saying that that's what they check on the box. That's what they check.
I don't like that.
I mean, if you wanted to claim Hispanic, you could do that.
I don't like that.
Right? You got the Latin heritage.
I mean, okay.
So there you go.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
So 63% of people, baby, they drive. So that is something to keep in mind about Rockville. You're going to need your car.
You got to fast
More than likely, you're going to need your car if you live out in Rockville. Only 5% work from home and 8.5% commute. But the commute is not bad.
Right, because of the location. It's close to DC,
it's
close
not
to
bad.
the jobs in Maryland, in Rockville, right? So that makes sense that the commute times will be lower.
Yeah, so it's lower than let's see, out where we the whole area. And then Maryland, it's lower than Maryland. So I think that's a good thing. Politics and voting. I wonder what this is.
I think it's gonna lean left.
You think? Blue, where are you?
That thing is leaning left out here in Rockville, Maryland.
Oh my gosh, that is
understand.
so funny. That is so funny.
Yep. Hey, this is where we live. This is where we live. This is where we are, right? In Northern Virginia, D.C., Maryland, right? Overall, it leans left. Overall, it's a little more expensive than most other parts of the country. But to Tracy's point, that job pay is commensurate.
Yeah.
And so you want to just make sure that in the spirit of designing your life, right? Design all of these things, right? Okay, so where am I going to work? How much is it going to cost? How much is it going to pay me? What am I going to do? What are my other interests? What do I like to do? What do I need access to? So this is the kind of data that we try to present to you guys so that you have all of the information that you need and can really take that and pull that into your decision making if you're considering the DMV.
Good morning, Curly Coco Love.
What's up, Curly Co?
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Did we say good morning to Reality Doll?
Hey,
and Adam? No, I don't think we said, hey, Adam.
My man
what's
Adam.
Up? What's
OG
up?
to the show. What's up, Adam? Always good to see you.
Charmaine said thank you, baby.
Hey. What's up, Charmaine?
Oh, Reality Doll
Charmaine
has
the
a question here. Let's see. Okay.
What's the Reality Doll talking about? What's the reputation of George Washington University? Is there a school that gets more preference with career opportunities? So this is a really interesting question, Reality Doll. I'm going to give you my answer. My answer is that George Washington University has an excellent reputation in the area. It is not an inexpensive school by any means.
It's the most expensive school to go to here.
So
more than Georgetown.
So I think that with that cost structure, there definitely is an expectation around capabilities and alumni connects, career opportunities if you attend George Washington and that kind of thing.
What
right?
are some famous people that went to GW? Kerry Washington went to GW.
Yeah. Yeah.
So GW has a reputation. It doesn't really have a campus. It's more of an urban field campus like
city.
NYU.
Yep.
So it's in the middle of the city. They don't really have connected. The students live in the housing around that area, but all their buildings are like tall commercial kind of buildings. That's the GW thing. So a lot of it doesn't have that campus feel like Georgetown and Howard and American do, or Catholic. I keep forgetting Catholic.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
But
shout out to Catholic. Shout out to Gallaudet.
Yeah, Gallaudet also has a beautiful campus. But GW is known to be more so for people that don't look like us. I'm going to go ahead and say that.
Okay.
I would think reputation-wise, academically, it is an excellent school. You cannot take that away from GW, especially for if you're looking to be in the Foreign Service, you know, State Department, CIA, FBI, politics. It is, you're going to get your connections at GW. You're going to want to go to GW for anything related to governmental aspects or.
And Georgetown has a reputation for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
as well.
they're more political, poli-sci wise at Georgetown. Whereas at GW, it's more, I'm trying to get in, I'm trying to be connected, I'm trying to be a lobbyist, you know, that kind of thing. But the other question was, is there a school?
Like, she wants to know, do you get more career preferences if you go to GW?
Yeah,
she's saying. And
not necessarily opposed to any of the other schools in the area. You're going to get an advantage, period, being in D.C.
Absolutely.
But GW definitely has the direct connect to the Hill. Yeah. Definitely. I would say Howard does. I got jobs on the Hill when I was at Howard. So, but more so because it's more around the lighter persuasion, you'll definitely get the connects from GW. Definitely.
There you go.
Hope
you answer your question,
Reality Doll says, I'm glad that you clarified that. I always thought that Rockville was very privileged area and didn't have as many affluent people of color. Oh my gosh, that's not true.
All of that has changed. All of that has, it's always been that way, but things have certainly evolved even more over the last 20 years, right?
Agree with that.
And so, it's all dope.
It is. It's really good. Adam says, always happy to be here.
My
we are
man Adam,
too.
Adam
Thank
Shelton,
you. Thank you
Daytona
so
Beach,
much.
Florida in the building, BCC.
Thank you so
What up,
much.
Adam?
Yeah. You are welcome. You are welcome. I hope we answered your question.
No doubt.
So what's up next, babe?
We're going to talk about lesbian besties. Lesbian besties. Who wants a new besties?
I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago.
We get this question sometimes too, like from people who are single and thinking about moving to the area. Like, what is it like for single people? What do you do? How do you get connected with? And like, is it possible?
There's so much to do here. There's so many things I want to do this weekend, but we're just not going to be able to. It's just a lot. Like, we're going to leave here and we're going to go do stuff.
Pop.
And
as much and it's something to do as much as you want.
It's as much or as little.
As much as you can think to do.
Or you can just go somewhere and lay under a tree and look at the boats go by.
We see people do that too.
Yep, we sure do. All right, so when 10 besties in D.C. Residents, they became friends over TikTok, like only 10 people. They decided to organize a casual meetup at the National Mall, and this was in July. I think we told you the story. More than 200 people showed up.
Hey.
So now we're in October, and they have a whole new group, y'all. It's called DMV Besties. Now, Charmaine, I know you're over 50. They got groups for y'all too, but you know, we're a little bit more serious over 50. So this particular community is for young adult friendship seekers, and right now they're more than 700 strong. So we're telling you the story because there is opportunity here to create your own group. There is opportunity here. Like, say Charmaine moves here and she's like, okay, I want to get an over 50 group going with single women and new to the city. You could probably do it like that.
Bop.
And it matters because when COVID hit and everybody went in lockdown, people got forced into figuring out how to reconfigure my friendships.
Right.
How do I build and continue to build my community? And you had to do it in a virtual environment. Something that Heath and I did, which was a lot of fun.
What's that, baby?
Was we had happy hours with our friends
We did.
on Fridays.
Yeah.
We would try all the different apps. I think the one that was most fun was Facebook. We got to put these faces on and just kind of hang out with each other for hours. We talk about what we were drinking and what we were eating for dinner.
What's new in our lives, what's going on.
Yeah, what's going on. And we, sometimes we just get it. It was just so much fun.
Doing a lot of laughing.
Lot of laughing. So DMV Besties helps to fill that void in a city that has seen a decade of population growth. As much as they talk about people moving into the suburbs, people are trying to move back in now.
Right.
So there are a lot of people moving here, a lot of people still moving here. So don't be afraid to come here and don't feel like you're going to come here and you're going to be alone. But when I say that, think about where you're moving to. If you move way out somewhere, understand It's going to be different. I have a cousin that lives way out in Frederick.
Right.
And he's like, oh, Lord, can I come see y'all sometimes? And it's like, I understand why he lives in Frederick. He lives near his job, which is good.
Right.
But you need to understand that when you do that, how you need to continue to work your sphere to grow your friendships, to grow around other people. Because let's just keep it real. People need other people. We need that. And I think it's important for you to make the effort. A lot of people think people are just going to fall in their laps and be their friends. You have to make the effort to be friends.
Right.
So I think that's good. So their second meetup was at the Sandlot, which is this like outdoor drinking place in Georgetown, and attracted a couple hundred people and local vendors.
They're like, yo, DC friends.
Gonna meet over here.
I'm a Dmv Besties.
And they're on Instagram. So join Dmv Besties on Instagram and see what they're doing and see if that's your group or not.
Yeah.
Another thing is they have a Discord. If you don't know Discord is a separate server.
Some people into Discord.
Yeah, you can talk and do stuff, not worried about being censored. They also... let's see, they've got college students, they've got board game nights and dinner parties. This is what people in the DMV like to do. They like to meet up. You can go to brunches and just make friends with people. It's just that kind of city. They're also getting inquiries from other places, Michigan, Ohio, South Carolina, and replicating its model.
People start hearing about it, right, in different parts of the country. They're like, yo, that sounds really dope. We need to do that here. How we do that? What's the best practices? Tell us how y'all did that.
Exactly. So what they're saying, it says, even if you don't feel comfortable at these big events, you're finding a home somewhere. Because anybody can create a channel or a subcategory for their interest group. That's what a founding member said on Discord. She said, additionally, DMV Besties isn't about just friendship.
Right.
Group organizers want to partner more with local vendors and events, donate funds. They want to be a social institution too.
Get connected.
Yeah, it's about connection with people doing things that are good in a common way. It says there's obviously a conversation of influencers taking from the area and not necessarily putting anything back. We don't want to do that.
Right.
We don't want to do. That's what she says. She says we don't want to do that. We want to ensure that we're engaging appropriately and not commodifying DC in any sort of way. I think that's great.
There was a wise mentor that I had one time that said, "Hey, Heath, always leave the place better than you found it."
That's right. Okay. Oh gosh. So telling you about a little bit about what's going on in DC this weekend. It's so beautiful here. What's the temperature, babe?
It's going to be like 79 today. 79, sunny, 79. Little gentle breeze. I mean, it's just beautiful. You can see leaves haven't started falling yet?
No, they haven't. They haven't started falling yet. You know how the sun looks in the fall? It's got that little overcast on it.
But the nuts are falling off the trees, though.
Oh, that's so cool.
The acorns.
Oh, the acorns.
Yeah, when I take my walks, it's just like...
Oh.
You're like, I almost got hit in the head.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
If you park your car into a tree, you're gonna hear that metal sound.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. So I guess that's the precursor to the leaves falling.
Yeah, I guess the leaves are next.
And then we're also going to be very happy about leaves falling this year because all of the trees that were damaged by the cicadas, all the tips.
That's gonna fall off.
The tips have been falling off. They'll be nice and rejuvenated by the spring.
Yeah, I have this beautiful oak in the front yard that I kind of meditate with every morning, and he's got some little broken branches, so hopefully he'll get renewed over the winter. Yeah,
they'll all fall off.
Yeah, it says, so the first thing that's going on in DC is called the Mumbo Connection. Let me see if I can pull this
the Mumbo Connection, come on.
And it's a free 3-day event.
What y'all know about chicken wings and mumbo sauce?
Oh, gosh. It's a free 3-day event going on. So it's 3 days. Y'all see this? Vaccination mask policy.
Hey.
That's what's going on in D.C., just so you know.
Papers, please, papers.
Who you dealing with. Just so you know. That's the first thing they show you. But Mumbo Connection, it's free. It's a 3-day event. I thought we were going to have some pictures here. Hold on. It's a 3-day event, and what they're doing is it's at the Kennedy Center, and this is an area called the Reach.
Yeah.
I thought they had some pictures.
That's what we did, like our first video when we moved here, right, from the Reach.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. Yeah. That was our first video.
Yeah, we were sitting over there chilling out there in the open area adjacent to the Kennedy Center, and so you've got like grassy areas and people out there
overlooking
chilling.
the Potomac.
Yeah, it's, beautiful views out into the river, as well as they've got like an eatery over there.
You
and
can
places
get a
where you can
bottle
get
of
like
wine or a bottle of champagne.
Super nice.
It's really
there.
nice.
Yeah.
And the event, it'll have an arts market there, performances by Voices Unbarred, New Impressions. It's going to have a fashion show.
Okay, fashion show.
And, of course, a DJ set. And it goes into the evening. So we might have to check that out.
A little go-go music over there going on.
Yeah, and then today, that started yesterday, so that'll be happening. We might be able to go check it out tomorrow. And then today, there are closing down D.C. On Georgia Avenue to Berry Place.
That's gonna be really cool.
And you'll be able to like bike and walk.
Almost like a block party.
Yeah.
It's like a self-imposed block party.
Right.
So they literally are closing down that neighborhood for blocks and blocks.
Yeah.
And like, hey, this is for the community. Do your thing. Y'all want to ride your bike? You want to walk? You want to break your scooter out? You want to kind of stroll along and support the local businesses? You want to play hopscotch? Whatever you want to do.
Right.
Come on out here.
So you can, and then Sunday they're gonna have I thought this was so cool. It's called it's a third annual. It's called Porch Fest. So Porch Fest is in Southeast DC.
I remember we were reading about this before we got here.
Yeah, before we got here.
Yeah.
And it's in the Penn Branch neighborhood.
I don't think I've ever been to that neighborhood.
And people just go out there and just start playing their music and everything.
Playing on the porch.
See, sign up to perform. You can just get your little thing, and then you can just kind of stroll through and just listen to people perform. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should tell Addison.
Huh?
We should tell Addison.
Oh yeah, we should tell Addison. Our daughter is a
she's a performer.
She is a performer. She's a
classically trained cellist.
Yes.
She is what's her degree? What she got?
Music, baby.
No, I'm saying the
cello.
No, writing.
Composition.
Yes, she's also a composer.
She's a composer. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
So there you go.
Do we have any questions, guys? Did we give you all the information you wanted for what was it? Rockville. All the information you wanted for Rockville?
Yeah.
If you have any questions about Rockville, if you have any questions about Virginia, if you have any questions. Oh, tell them what we're doing today.
We're going to kick it.
No, baby. Y'all see what I deal with?
Okay. We're going to kick it all the way live. I'm giving y'all some 80s references right there.
Okay. You're going to give us a little bit more?
Okay, look. So what we're going to do today is when we finish up the show, we're going to prepare ourselves to ride out to the far reaches of Maryland. The area that we're going to is just outside of BWI, which is the Baltimore Washington International Airport. And we are going to the only Guinness factory in all of North America.
Yeah.
And it happens to be in the DMV.
Yep.
And so it's cool. I've been there once, and it is so cool. There's
Wait a minute. I didn't know you've been here.
Yeah, I've been there. It was a work thing. Yeah, it was a work thing a couple of years ago. And so what's dope about it is that they are literally manufacturing beer at this place. And what's really cool with a couple things. One is they have different types of beer that are not publicly sold, right? And so they're also kind of experimenting with kind of different formulas and that kind of thing. And so that's really cool to kind of try some stuff that nobody else has tried. And then another thing is like the facility is just like super dope, where they've got like this beautiful facility inside and outside. They've got tours and an experience about like how the beer is manufactured, the tradition of the Irish brewery, and all of those things. They've got the people that are whatever the names are for beer masters and people who craft the beer, and they got food out there too.
Yeah, we're meeting our friends.
Yeah.
And you can have private events out there. They're going to have like food trucks.
Yeah, we're going to get the food truck game today.
And they have like where you can go and sit in open areas to just kind of hang out.
Yeah, it's going to be dope.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really nice.
Yeah. It's a bit of a drive from here.
About an hour.
It's a little less than an hour. But yeah, so that's going to be a really cool thing. It's not something you do every day.
No. Mm-mm. Any questions? Oh, okay. Hi, Reality Doll. Okay. Is Georgetown University very diverse? Is Howard University very cliquish? Sorry for all the university questions. No worries.
Reality Doll, you get ready to go to college?
Or sending
You
somebody.
get ready to send somebody to college?
Or go to college. Georgetown
You get ready to go back to
University
college?
is not.
Georgetown is not very diverse. No.
No.
Yeah.
It is not. It's not very diverse. It's not diverse.
It's a lot of it's half the brown people at the school on the basketball team.
Pretty much. That's all you're gonna get.
But yeah, I had some friends that went to Georgetown back in the day when I was at Howard, and they were super cool. What's up, Crop?
Yeah, just to give you an idea
Yeah,
of
but
how.
I had a few friends, not a ton, over there, and we also did a tour of Georgetown.
Yeah,
when,
a couple years ago
when our oldest son was considering school, so we walked all through there, met the people, did a nice campus tour, learned a lot about the buildings and the history and all those things. But yeah, so I mean, it's the location is fantastic and the views are beautiful over there, kind of on the banks of the Potomac.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
But yeah,
Their dorms
it's
have
not a
beautiful
not
views.
a super diverse school.
No, it's a small school too. The other thing, just to give you an idea how diverse it is, when Patrick Ewing and Alonzo Mourning were there, was time when we were in school. They used to come to Howard's campus a lot.
That's where they got their girlfriends.
No, they are wives.
That became their wives.
They became their wives. So they both
they had to come to Howard to find some girls.
Yeah, they both married Howard girls. So that just gives you an idea of how diverse Georgetown is. It's still pretty much like that. Is Howard University very cliquish?
Wow. Okay, so that's an interesting question. I think that anywhere you go, you can find cliques, right? So from my perspective, I think that
I guess I don't look at it like
when
that.
I mean, a clique happens when you have commonality.
Right.
And so at Howard, I think there are 12 different schools within Howard, right?
Yeah.
School of Communication, School of Business, School of Fine Arts, Liberal Arts, et cetera, right? So sometimes you do begin to develop kinships from people that are in the same school as you within the school, right? Because you have a lot of classes with them. You get to know them better. Then there are also clubs, right? So some people like, yo, I'm from Georgia. I'm like, yo, I'm from Georgia too, right? So then there's some sub-communities that can develop from that, right? So then you also have the Greek life, of course, right? And so that creates their own cliques, right? Hey, I'm an Omega, I'm a Kappa, I'm a whatever. And so that happens. But then, of course, all of those people are intermingling with one another, right? Across groups, across schools, across where you're from, right? It's people from the Caribbean, from Africa, from Europe, everywhere, right?
You got African cliques. You've got Caribbean cliques.
Yeah.
There's a Pakistani group on campus now.
Yeah.
There are white kids on campus now. So the answer is, will you find your tribe?
Absolutely.
That's more of the question I probably would answer.
Yeah.
Is yes, you will find your tribe at Howard University. And I think that's what makes me love Howard University so much.
And then the richness I wanted to click into, right? And so all of those groups that I described, right? They cross-pollinate and engage with one another, which is so dope. I mean, I'm sitting in a communications class, and the girl sitting next to me is from Sierra Leone. Right. And she speaks French and English, and she lives in Africa in London, and right. So now the conversation is just super interesting because like this is my classmate, and I get to know her. It's
a black diaspora at Howard University.
Absolutely.
I've gone to class with the past new Black Panther party leaders. I have also sat in class with kids who went to Exeter boarding school or grew up in Europe.
What about the Vice President of the United States?
Yeah, I went to school with the Vice President of the United States. I went to school with people who run conglomerates globally now. I also went to school with people who came from absolutely nothing, had nothing. And were just beginning their adult lives at Howard University. At the same time, I went to school with kids whose parents were multimillionaires.
People you see on TV today were my classmates.
A lot of them were our classmates. And the thing that you want to think about is that it is black people. And when I say black people, I mean people from all over the world. Every walk of life, every language, every background, they attend Howard University.
Absolutely.
So,
and the president of Howard University was a student when we were there, and he was from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep. I'd have to say it's probably one of the most diverse and inclusive places. As much as people want you to think otherwise, it is probably one of the most diverse and inclusive places ever. Howard University is probably 30, 40 years ahead of everybody else when it comes to inclusiveness.
And then it's in the middle of D.C.
It's in the middle of D.C.
Crazy.
So it's crazy. And then, no, you don't have to apologize for your questions. That's what we're here for.
Yes. And
It
yes,
says-
we are a little biased toward Howard University.
Yeah,
And
we
thank
can
you for
talk
coming to our
about that
TED
all
Talk.
day. We could literally talk about that all day. And it says, I would love for y'all to do a tour of Upper Marlboro.
Okay,
We've been trying to get to Upper Marlboro. I actually used to live there for a little while when I was at Howard. My mother.
Is that where we were when we at your cousin's wedding?
Wait a minute. We got a super chat.
Oh, what?
Wait a minute. Woo.
Woo! Adam.
Thank you so much, Adam.
We appreciate you, Adam.
Yes.
Good looking out.
Good looking out. Says, thanks for the info on awesome Howard University. Yes. HU.
You know.
What are your thoughts on Bowie State? Bowie State is
dope.
really cool.
Bowie is dope.
The state of Maryland has had to put a lot of money into Bowie State. And when you drive over there, the campus is really nice. A lot of people that live in Maryland end up at Bowie. So you're going to get more, it's not going to be as diverse as Howard. But what happens is sometimes kids kind of cross-pollinate.
Yep.
And they go there. But Bowie State is an excellent school.
Yep.
And it is an HBCU. So it is going to be predominantly people that look like us. But I think Bowie State is a great school. I love the location too. It's not too far from DC, so you really feel like you're in DC.
Yeah.
Even though it's right there.
HBCU
Thank you for your question, and thank you for the super chat, Adam.
And that's where your cousin went too.
Yep, that's where my cousin went.
They just got married.
Just got married. She went to Bowie, and she's
State.
from PG County. So that just gives you an idea of people that go there. That's how it works.
Was that wedding in Upper Marlboro? Where was that wedding?
No, we were in Lanham.
Is that where we were?
Yeah, we talked about Lanham last week. That's why we.
Right, Lanham.
I love your suggestion, Reality Doll. We'll try to do Upper Marlboro. I don't think maybe we can go. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out when we can do that. All right. Good
Appreciate
morning,
it,
Crop
Reality Doll.
919. Welcome to the show. Welcome to
Crop
the show.
919 OG to the show.
OG to the show.
My man.
If you missed it earlier, Crop, we're going to the Guinness Factory later today for our live. So check that out.
Yeah,
check that out.
I will have a. I don't usually drink beer, but I will. I will today.
Same here. I usually don't drink beer, but I've kind of researched which one I probably like, so I'll be drinking that one. And we are taking a designated driver, just so you know. They do suggest you take a designated driver because you're constantly tasting beers.
Most deaf. What was Reality Doll saying about my basketball? What did I say about basketball?
I don't know. Let me see what she said.
When I was talking about Alonzo and Patrick Ewing, how they had to come to Howard to get their girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, no, the basketball team. You said that's about the extent.
Oh.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's facts.
I mean, it was. Okay, so I got a basketball story. So one of my years at Howard, one of my early years at Howard, when Georgetown's team was just phenomenal. It was like I went to a party in Georgetown. I think the place was called the Hall of Nations. I don't know if it's still there or not, or if it has a different name.
What, their pub?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I've been.
No, it wasn't the pub. No,
not the pub.
It wasn't the pub.
Okay.
No. I went to the pub many days.
Yeah, we partied on Georgetown's campus.
Yeah. With the few brown people that were there. Yes.
This many. They'd be like, "Oh, you're coming to visit us! Oh my god!
So I'm at the party at the Hall of Nations. So we dancing, grooving. I come out of the party. It's like people are spilling out, and outside of the party, it's like all of these giant dudes standing along the wall. So it was like Georgetown starting five. It was like this dude named Reggie Williams and like some other dudes. Derek, what was his name? Wittenberg? No. Derek. Anyway, a lot of these dudes that was on Georgetown's starting team. And then Lynn Bias was there. Some of y'all might remember Lynn Bias from
He was at
University of
Maryland at the time.
So all these dudes like 6'8", 6'10", 7 feet. They just standing out against the wall. They got their cool lean. And they see, some of the pretty girls walk by.
That's all they had to do.
Oh my God, it was a really interesting.
I'll tell you my Georgetown story.
Okay. Go ahead, baby.
One of my girlfriends was dating one of the starting five. And she said, "Y'all, I need to go over here and meet with so and so, but I gotta go right after he gets out of practice so his girlfriend won't see me. I was like, what? What are we doing? So we all got on the G2.
Okay.
Because the G2 takes you from Howard University's campus directly to Georgetown University's
That's the
campus.
name of the bus.
That's the name of the bus, G2. So we got on the G2, and we go to, this is when John Thompson was the coach. We go to Georgetown University. We sneak into the gym. They practice in the old gym on campus.
Yep, that's true.
And we hide in closets and stuff.
I was hiding in the closet.
I don't think I've ever told you the story.
You hide in the closet.
Because we weren't supposed to be in there, but we are very innovative girls. I have to tell y'all some stories about my years at Howard. My crew was crazy.
Okay, wait.
We broke into the building, first of all.
Okay. You on Georgetown's campus?
Georgetown's campus, at their practice, they were practicing.
Okay.
And they locked the gym.
Oh, right.
But
okay.
we got in.
Because John Thompson wasn't having that.
No, John Thompson. So we locked. So what happened was she's looking in the window. She's peeping in the window.
Okay.
Jumping up, trying to look in. We're like, girl, you can't be making too much noise. Somebody heard us. And ran. We had to scatter, and all we could find were these closets to hide in and everything.
Wow.
It was horrible. I was like, get me out of here. This is beneath me. I am not interested in no Georgetown basketball. I just wasn't. I just wasn't interested.
Right.
Because I knew that wasn't my dude. I knew that wasn't my kind of dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, you doing all of this? You doing all of this? I was like, his girlfriend would have to see me.
Right.
I am so sorry.
Yes.
But that was my Georgetown story.
That's a good story, baby.
So I eventually left.
Yeah.
I don't know what she did, but I left.
Yeah.
And Reality has she said, I heard that Howard is all about Greek life. I'm not in a sorority, but I get it.
Yeah.
There's a tribe for everyone.
Yep.
I have a different view now. It sounds amazing.
Yep.
Thanks. Great response.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like it's about Greek life because that's where most of the Divine Nine were founded.
Yep.
And it is very prominent, but I will tell you, I'm not Greek.
I'm not Greek.
Heath is not Greek.
I'm Georgian.
I don't think any of our very, very close friends pledged at Howard. Some pledged grad chapter once they left, and the reason is this.
Yeah.
To pledge Alpha chapter, which is Omega, a lot of Divine, all of them, almost all of them.
A lot of them were founded at Howard, yes.
Alpha chapter is more than I wanted to do. Let me just say that.
It's a little extra.
Whatever you think about fraternities and sororities, it's super extra at Howard. I fell out with some of my friends that were in Alpha chapter because I had a girlfriend visit me from another chapter from AU Center.
Okay, be nice.
And I can say what I want to say. This is my show.
You can't say. I just
and
want
she
you to be
came
nice.
and she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to meet." They snubbed her, and it was because she's not Alpha chapter. So I was like, "Y'all,
It's not as bad today.
It was not. It's not. I don't think it's like that today. I don't know.
Right.
But I think it's better today. But when I was in school, I was like that. I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a part of that.
I understand.
So it's not as bad as you see. But the thing about Howard is you do have to pledge for everything. You literally have to pledge for everything.
Now that has evolved over the years.
That wasn't like that when we were there.
Like if you want
to be on the yearbook staff, you got to pledge. If you want to be on the hilltop, you got to pledge. If you want to be an ambassador, ambassadors are a big thing because they show all the new people around campus, and when dignitaries come to school, they're the students that the administration reaches out to. You got to pledge.
Right.
So that is one thing that has evolved. My daughter was telling me, but I was like, what? What is that? That's ridiculous. All right, y'all. So now we got to tell you about the zebras.
We're talking zebras now.
When I heard this story,
we're not talking about the referees in the NBA. We're talking about real zebras, y'all.
So we've had these zebras running around D.C. for, a month now?
The zebras are loose out there in PG.
Yeah, it's been a month. They escaped from a farm up in Upper Marlboro.
Right.
So I had to share this. I don't know if it's gonna play. I hope it plays. Y'all, zebras. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Y'all see the zebras? Oh my gosh, it's like.
So this is literally the zebras in Upper Marlboro, right here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Can I kiss him?
No. Kiss him.
So this is literally the zebras in Upper Marlboro right here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Y'all, the zebras in Upper Marlboro, let me tell you. You okay?
I was ready for you to take it down now.
I'm taking it down.
Okay,
I'm taking it down.
Woo. That was funny.
The zebras in Upper Marlboro are
That was funny.
everything. So people are concerned. Are they going to be able to live? Are they going to be all right? It's like, y'all, it's a zebra.
What's going to happen in the wintertime?
They eat grass. Oh, did it blow you out? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear
Can
us?
y'all hear me? I don't know. Oh, I think you just turned me down. I think
Yeah,
you just
turn
turned
it
me
down.
down. You turned me down in my head.
There
Yeah, I
you
can
go.
hear
Is
you.
that
That's
better?
better.
Okay, there we
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
So the zebras are loose.
Zebras
they
are
can't
loose.
catch them. They've been trying to catch them for a month.
Yeah, I did.
And yeah, they're probably scared, but I think they're probably getting used to it now. So the thing about where they are, Upper Marlboro, is a lot of farmland out there. It's a lot of farmland. It's a lot of like open pasture. Zebras are fast and they can run and they can jump and they're trying to catch them, but they haven't been able to catch them.
They're tough too, right?
They're tough.
They're like gritty.
Yep.
The zebras is like, yo.
And so they're trying to figure out if they're going to be okay through the winter. And basically, so I'll just have to be like, yeah, they're going to be fine. The zebras are going to be fine.
They adapt well.
So now people are like, oh my gosh, are we going to have like zebras now? Because they'll make more little zebras and we won't be able to. And they've been trying to catch them for a month. So it's, maybe you'll get a zebra spotting.
Hey,
if you come to
they have some beaches in Maryland where they have wild horses that just run around. And so that was kind of the analogy that people were making too. It's like, hey, well, maybe we're gonna have the wild horses on the coast and the wild zebras in PG County.
Yeah, it could be. So we just had to share with y'all. That's what's going on here. We got the zebras roaming. We got the zebras roaming around, and they look like they gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. And they like to say PG County is Wakanda. So now they got zebras.
Y'all pray for the zebras.
Pray for the zebras, y'all. I hope they gonna be all right.
And pray for the people in PG County.
All right, design your life.
Oh, why change is so hard? Even though we need to do it,
so hard.
Even though we need to, we know we need to make change, but why is it so hard?
I don't know. I like to change.
I mean, the way the brain is wired, right? I think that's really the key piece. Is that like what our ancestors had to do with the whole concept of food being scarce, and so what you had to do was when food was around, you like ate too much. And then when food was not around, then the body had its way of protecting itself and conserving energy, right? It would kick into kind of famine mode. And so, what has happened over the years is it impacts us the same way.
That's why diets don't work, baby.
What's that? What you say?
Diets don't work.
No. Well, see, now the food is in constant supply, so it's like a whole different thing. But it still exists in our body and in our brains, the way we're made up, So, our brain has evolved, and now what happens is we have this essentially these things that have come into our brains that are essentially the same thing that we've always had to deal with. So we're talking about being reflective versus reflexive. We gorge because food is abundant, and we get fat.
That's why diets don't work. But we're talking about why it's so hard to change.
Right.
So it has to do with nature, right? You have controlled processes are slow, adaptation.
Yep.
And then you can move into what you're expecting from yourself and how you get used to it. And then when you remember, like society is often, it's conflicted. It allows us to reflect properly on the struggle with change. When you think, I want to change, the truer statement would be, I want a part of me to change.
Right.
Like you don't want everything to change, right? So there's pain in that because something in you really doesn't want to change, right? And because you fall into that behavior for so long. Another thing is that you find yourself doing something that is consistently making you feel bad. It's useful to explore whether doing so in order to avoid, a fear. Are you doing it in order to avoid a fear? So when you say, I'll suffer a toothache in order to avoid the dentist, right? So you don't want to do that. That's what we're saying. It's like when change comes, it's usually an avoidance happening somewhere.
Right,
so you
right.
have to recognize what that avoidance is. Is it something that you're used to? Is it something that you're avoiding, like pain? And then once you recognize that, you'll understand it, and then you'll understand that this change is good for you.
Right. Right. So you got to embrace
Right.
You got to embrace it at that
If
point.
you find yourself repeatedly doing something unhelpful or not really good or efficient, it could be because you don't have that skill.
Right.
So to wit, so many people have, let me see now. How do I explain this? Okay. If you aren't good in bed, I think I can say that.
Okay.
Okay. Is it because of your relationship problems, or is it because of stress or some type of trauma?
Yep.
Right? You don't not have it.
Right.
You just don't do it well. So that's another aspect of something that needs to change, that you know needs to change, but you won't because there's trauma associated with it.
Yeah.
So you just kind of sit into this you just mull into where you are with it. But the thing that you want to keep in mind is different circumstances elicit and inhibit different behaviors. You're going to tread carefully at the edge of a cliff, basically. You hush your voice at a funeral, you raise it at a ball game. To change behavior, it's often necessary to do what? Change your environment.
Got to do that.
So that's what we talk about when we design your life. It's like if something's going on in your life right now and you know something needs to change, seek it out. And then you might first have to figure out, well, what's holding me back? Why am I stopping? I think when you do that, things aren't going to really change for you. As a matter of fact, things might get worse. I think we used to talk about this a lot when we lived in Atlanta. It was like, why would anybody want to leave Atlanta? And then I remember when we decided to leave Atlanta, people thought we had two heads. They were like, y'all are the stupidest people. We thought you were so smart. You're so stupid. And we don't believe you're doing this. Like, we just can't believe you're leaving Atlanta.
Right.
But we knew we had to.
Yeah.
We knew we had to leave in order to make our situation better. So we had to get over the fear associated to moving to a new place that was just going to be better for us.
Yeah.
Did we like it there? No, we didn't particularly like it there. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was great for us. It did everything we needed it to do. And that is the perfect reason to say when your universe is giving you the signals to change, you need to change. You need to go ahead and get through that fear, and you need to change. Any more questions?
Embrace the change.
No more questions. Great, guys. We had a great show today. Thank you so much for joining us.
We love our community.
And if you enjoyed this time with us, join us again next Saturday at 11 a.m. EST.
Yes. And remember, wherever you're going, don't just live there.
Design your life there.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is city I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. Oh, you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ike's place while we'd roll up a blunt. And me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.
way that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at. A spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. Where people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's